Everyone in the courtroom thought my parents were suing a stranger who stole their property. No one expected the judge to look at the deed and say, "This house was purchased with Miss Chen's money, in Miss Chen's name. Your claim has zero legal basis. Case dismissed." The lawsuit papers arrived on a Tuesday. I was unpacking boxes in my new house, the three-bedroom Craftsman I just closed on after years of saving, when the doorbell rang. Process server handed me an envelope. Jennifer Chen versus Lily Chen, petition for property transfer and declaratory judgment. I opened it, read the first line, and my stomach dropped. Plaintiffs Robert and Susan Chen seek immediate transfer of property located at 847 Maple Street to their daughter Jennifer Chen, as the property was purchased with funds intended for Jennifer Chen and is rightfully hers. My parents were suing me for my house. The house I'd saved for, worked for, bought with my own money. They were claiming it belonged to my sister, Jennifer. I called my mother. "What the hell is this?" "Lily, we need to talk. Can you come over?" "No, explain right now." "That house was supposed to be Jennifer's. You knew that. Dad and I have been saving for years to help her buy a house. You went behind our backs and bought it first." "I bought a house with my money, my savings, my down payment." "But we told you we were helping Jennifer house hunt in that neighborhood. You knew she wanted that exact house." "So what? I made an offer. I got approved. I bought it with money I earned. You stole it from your sister." "I didn't steal anything. I bought a house that was for sale. If Jennifer wanted it, she should have made an offer. She couldn't afford it without our help. You knew that." "That's not my problem, Mom." "Well, now it's a legal problem. See you in court." She hung up. Before I tell you what happened in that courtroom, let me ask, if your parents sued you for buying a house with your own money, claiming it belonged to your sister, would you fight back or would you let them bully you into giving it up? Drop a comment. Because what my parents didn't know was that I had 5 years of documentation proving every dollar was mine, and they were about to learn what happens when you take a CPA to court over money. My name is Lily, a certified public accountant at a Big Four firm, and I've spent my entire life working for everything I have. My sister Jennifer is 28, marketing coordinator, makes $48K, lives paycheck to paycheck, has always been my parents' baby. Growing up meant watching Jennifer get everything, while I worked for everything. Age 16, me, got a job at McDonald's, saved for my own car. Jennifer got a car as a sweet 16 gift from parents. Age 22, me, paid my own way through state university, graduated with $40K in debt. Jennifer, parents paid for private university, graduated debt-free. Age 25, me, living in a studio apartment, paying off student loans. Jennifer, living rent-free at home, spending her entire paycheck on clothes. Age 30, me, paid off all student loans, started saving for house down payment. Jennifer, still living at home, zero savings, complaining about wanting a house. Different daughters, different expectations. I was the one who had to figure it out. Jennifer was the one who got help. 2 years ago, I started seriously saving for a house. I made a plan. Save $80,000 for 20% down, build an emergency fund, get pre-approved for a mortgage, find a house in a good neighborhood. I worked my ass off, 60-hour weeks at the firm, side consulting gigs on weekends, lived in cheap apartment, drove a 10-year-old car, packed lunches, skipped vacations. Every dollar went to savings. Meanwhile, Jennifer decided she wanted to buy a house too. Problem, she had zero savings, zero down payment, mediocre credit. Solution, according to my parents, they'd give her money for a down payment. My mother called me one day. "Your father and I have decided to give Jennifer $50,000 for a house down payment. We think it's time she had her own place." "That's generous. We're looking at houses in Riverside neighborhood, near the park. Jennifer loves it there." "Okay, we're going to help her find something perfect. She deserves it." I didn't say anything, but I noticed no mention of helping me, no offer of down payment assistance, just Jennifer deserves help. You figure it out yourself. Fine, I had been figuring it out my whole life. 6 months later, I had $85,000 saved, got pre-approved for a $350,000 mortgage, started looking at houses. Found one in Riverside neighborhood, the same area my parents were looking for Jennifer. 3-bedroom craftsman, perfect condition. Listed at $420,000. I loved it. Made an offer, $425,000. Sellers accepted. I called my parents excited. I'm buying a house. Oh, that's wonderful. Where? Riverside. That cute craftsman on Maple Street? Silence. The one on Maple Street? My mother's voice went cold. Yeah, why? Jennifer wanted that house. Okay, but I made an offer first. Lily, we've been working with Jennifer on that house for weeks. The realtor knows we are interested. Being interested doesn't mean you own it. I made a real offer. I got approved. I'm buying it. You can't. That's Jennifer's house. No, it's the house that Jennifer wanted but couldn't afford. I can afford it, so I'm buying it. This is incredibly selfish. It's a house that was for sale. I bought it. That's how real estate works. Jennifer is going to be devastated. Then she should have made an offer with her own money. My mother hung up on me. Over the next week, I got 15 calls from my parents begging me to withdraw my offer, 8 texts from Jennifer calling me selfish, cruel, a terrible sister, multiple voicemails saying I was ruining Jennifer's dream. I ignored all of them. Closed on the house 3 weeks later, moved in, changed the locks.
2 weeks after I moved in, the lawsuit arrived. My parents were suing me for immediate transfer of property to Jennifer, reimbursement of their intended $50,000 down payment gift to Jennifer, emotional damages to Jennifer, and attorney fees. Their argument? They'd been verbally promising to help Jennifer buy this specific house. I knew about their plans and bought it maliciously. The house was intended for Jennifer, making my purchase tortious interference. My actions caused Jennifer severe emotional distress. I read it twice. Then I called a lawyer. My attorney, Patricia Rodriguez, reviewed the case. This is the most frivolous lawsuit I've seen in 5 years. Can they do this? They can file it, but they can't win it. You bought a house that was for sale with your own money, in your own name. They have zero claim. They're saying I interfered with their plans. Plans aren't contracts. Wanting to buy a house doesn't give you ownership. They have no case. We filed a response. Defendant Lily Chen purchased property at 847 Maple Street through a legitimate real estate transaction using her own funds. Plaintiffs have no ownership interest, no contract, no legal claim. This is a malicious lawsuit designed to harass the defendant. We request immediate dismissal with prejudice and will be filing for sanctions. We also filed a counterclaim. Harassment, abuse of process, intentional infliction of emotional distress. Request for attorney fees. During discovery, my lawyer requested all financial documents from my parents, proving they had $50,000 to give Jennifer, they'd made any formal commitment to Jennifer, they'd suffered any damages. What we discovered? They didn't have $50,000. They'd promised Jennifer money they didn't have. Were planning to take out a HELOC on their own home to give it to her. They'd never made a formal offer on the house. No contract, no deposit, no actual commitment, just looking. Jennifer had never been approved for a mortgage. She'd never even applied. She had no pre-approval letter. Couldn't have bought the house even with the $50,000. Their entire case was built on feelings and intentions. Not facts, not law, just we wanted this for Jennifer, so Lily should give it to her. Meanwhile, I provided 5 years of bank statements showing my savings, proof of down payment from my account, mortgage in my name only, pre-approval letter from my lender, purchase agreement with my signature, closing documents showing I paid $85,000 down payment with my money, title showing sole ownership in my name. Every document proved this was my house, purchased with my money, legally. Legitimately. 6 months after they sued me, We had our day in court. Judge Margaret Foster presiding. My parents arrived with their lawyer, Jennifer sitting behind them, crying. I arrived with Patricia, calm, prepared. Judge Foster reviewed the filings. Mr. and Mrs. Chen, you're suing your daughter for ownership of a house she purchased. My father stood. Yes, Your Honor. That house was meant for our daughter Jennifer. Lily knew that. She bought it anyway. Did you have a contract to purchase this property? No, but we told Lily. Did you make an offer on the property? We were planning to, but did you? No. Did you have financing arranged? We were going to give Jennifer money. Did you give her money? Not yet. So you had no contract, no offer, and no actual commitment to purchase, correct? We had a verbal agreement with Lily that she wouldn't... Did you? Judge Foster turned to me. Miss Chen, did you agree not to buy this house? I stood. No, Your Honor. My mother mentioned Jennifer was looking in that neighborhood. I never agreed not to buy property there. Judge Foster looked at my parents' lawyer. What's your legal basis for this claim? Tortious interference, Your Honor. Miss Lily Chen knowingly interfered with her sisters. With what? There was no contract to interfere with. The house was listed for sale. Miss Lily Chen made a valid offer. The sellers accepted. This is how real estate works. She looked at the deed. This house is in Miss Lily Chen's name, purchased with her funds. She has clear title. She looked at my parents. You have no ownership interest, no financial stake, no legal claim. My father tried again. But we're her parents. We wanted this for Jennifer. What you wanted is irrelevant. Your daughter purchased a house legally. You can't sue her into giving it to her sister. Judge Foster turned to Patricia. Motion to dismiss? Yes, Your Honor, with prejudice, and we're requesting attorney fees and sanctions for this frivolous lawsuit. Granted. Case dismissed with prejudice. Mr. and Mrs. Chen, you will pay Miss Lily Chen's attorney fees in the amount of $12,000. You were also ordered to pay $5,000 in sanctions for filing a baseless claim. She looked at my parents. You wasted this court's time, your daughter's time, and your money pursuing a claim with zero legal merit. Do not file any further actions regarding this property. Bang. Gavel down. My mother was crying. Jennifer was sobbing. My father looked stunned. I walked out with Patricia. That went well, she said. Yeah, it did.
My parents left voicemails. We can't afford $17,000 in fees and sanctions. You need to drop this. Patricia sent a letter. Judgment is final, payment due within 30 days, or we'll pursue wage garnishment. They didn't pay. We filed for wage garnishment. Their paychecks were docked. My father called, furious. You're taking money from your own parents? No, I'm collecting a court-ordered judgment. You sued me frivolously. You lost. You pay. Jennifer tried a different approach. Lily, can we talk? I know things got out of hand. Are you going to apologize for suing me? I didn't sue you. Mom and Dad did. You were part of it. You signed statements. You sat in court crying, trying to make me look like a villain. I just wanted that house. Then you should have saved money, gotten pre-approved, and made an offer, like an adult. It's not fair that you get everything. I earned everything. There's a difference. My parents had paid half the judgment, still owed $8,500. They tried to negotiate. Can we set up a payment plan? Patricia, you're already on a payment plan. It's called wage garnishment. Pay faster if you want it done faster. Judgment paid in full. Jennifer moved out of my parents' house, got a studio apartment, finally growing up. My parents stopped calling. I lived in my beautiful house, mortgage payments on time, garden blooming, home I'd earned. Year 2, Thanksgiving. My aunt called. Are you coming to Thanksgiving? Everyone's asking. Are my parents going to be there? Yes. Then no. Lily, it's been 2 years. You need to move on. I have moved on. I've moved on to a life where people don't sue me for my own property.
They made a mistake. They sued me for a house I bought with my own money, claimed it belonged to Jennifer, tried to take it from me. That's not a mistake. That's malicious. They're your parents, and they chose Jennifer over me. Again. I'm done being the daughter who has to earn her place while Jennifer gets everything handed to her. I spent Thanksgiving with friends, people who celebrated my success instead of resenting it. My life now, the house, mine. Paid my mortgage on time for 4 years, built equity. It's worth $480,000 now, made $60,000 in equity. My career, promoted to senior manager, $145,000 salary. Built successful career through my own work. My peace? No contact with parents or Jennifer, no guilt, no regret, just peace. Jennifer's life now, heard through relatives. Housing, still renting, never saved for a down payment, still waiting for someone else to buy her a house. Career, same job, same salary, hasn't advanced because she doesn't put in the work. Mindset, still thinks she deserves things without earning them. My parents' life now, financially, struggled for 2 years paying the judgment, finally recovered. Relationally, lost relationship with me. Their choice. They picked a lawsuit over a daughter. Regrets, sent one email, "We're sorry things went the way they did. We hope you can forgive us." I didn't respond. People ask me, "Do you regret buying that house?" Never. That house represents everything I worked for, everything I earned, everything I built without help. My parents thought they could take it away because Jennifer wanted it. The court said, no, she earned it. It's hers. But they're your parents. Don't you miss them? Sometimes. I miss the parents I wish I'd had, the ones who celebrated my success, the ones who were proud of my hard work. But I don't miss the parents I actually had, the ones who sued me, the ones who thought Jennifer's wants mattered more than my rights. Was it worth losing your family over a house? I didn't lose my family over a house. They lost me because they sued me for my own property. I bought a house. They filed a lawsuit. Those aren't the same thing. If you're reading this and you're the child who had to earn everything while your sibling got everything handed to them, and your family resents you for succeeding, I need you to hear this. Your success is not theft from your sibling. Your achievement is not taking something away from them. You earning something they didn't doesn't mean you owe it to them. My parents taught Jennifer that she deserves things without earning them. They taught me that I have to fight for everything. So when I bought my house with money I saved, with a mortgage I qualified for, with a down payment I earned, they saw it as me taking something from Jennifer, not as me earning something for myself. They were wrong, and a judge told them so. The house at 847 Maple Street is mine, not because I took it from Jennifer, but because I earned it, and no lawsuit could change that. If this story hit you, drop a comment. Have you ever been resented by family for earning something they wanted handed to them? Have you been sued or threatened by family over your own property? Share this with someone who needs to know what you earn is yours. Family entitlement isn't a legal claim. Subscribe for more stories about people who defended what they earned against entitled family members, because your success doesn't belong to your siblings.